Full sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for three, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy is out on assignment. We got Cam in the middle. Say what's up, Cam.
Back again.
Back. Yeah.
Cool Cam.
Cool Cam.
Nah, not this time.
No more. What is it?
What we doing?
No, just Cam, man.
Just Cam?
Just Cam.
For sure.
Yeah.
Straight
Okay.
Cam.
Comfortable Cam.
Comfortable Cam?
There we go, Jeff.
Yeah, comfortable Cam.
There we go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I like
Comfy Cam. Sure. Cameraman, how you doing over there, brother? Two thumbs up for sure. Man, touchdown for sure.
Man.
Yes, sir. Episode 379. We are unveiling part one of our yearly NFL Top 7 series with the quarterbacks and running backs.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, man. Best of the week, Cam. What you got?
Listen, man. My best of the week is actually NBA free agency. Man, everybody getting paid.
Now, you are OKC Thunder fan.
Relax.
Okay, my bad. I was just
I
wondering.
said NBA. I said OKC free agency.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we did lock up Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
Was it?
Smart. Okay.
We,
All right.
we drafted 2 guards this year.
That wasn't smart.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pay somebody, you might want to pay a different position. But
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
what do I
Back to
know?
your best of the week. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was my best of the week, man. I love seeing the players get paid, man, get rewarded.
For sure. Power to the players. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Jeff, what you got?
Ah, man, another trip around the universe, man. Another
right.
trip around the sun.
Yeah.
Birthday was, I guess, yesterday. Now we're recording
Yeah,
this.
for sure.
So, man, shout out to. I made a request.
Yeah.
Just do something nice for somebody, man. And
Yeah.
shout out to the people who hit me up, send me videos and text about what they did, man. That made me feel great.
Sorry, you didn't tell us that in the group chat.
I sure did, Jay.
Did he? Cameron?
No, I didn't say no. I didn't ask for that.
You said
I just do something.
You didn't say that in the group chat. For real?
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something about the group chat.
You
I'm
be
in
on
there,
mute. You be
and
on
I'm out
mute.
of there. You know what I'm saying? Because it get a little different in that group chat, man. It get a little different.
It does.
But nah, for sure, you got your birthday haircut, man. Hey, man,
Yeah,
congratulations.
yeah,
man. Happy
good job. I see you,
birthday,
boy.
bro. That joint look
Happy
good.
birthday,
You know what I'm
Appreciate it,
saying?
man.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, it look good, yeah. You know what I'm saying? How long you going to keep?
Man, you know what? I'm going. This might be like crisis hell.
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it look good, though.
time.
I'm trying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have the easiest haircut of all of the group chat. It's the easiest.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
let me
That's,
see.
that's my blessing.
Nah, for sure.
That's my blessing.
No,
That's-
listen.
that's my
You-
blessing.
That's a blessing,
It
my
is.
brother.
That's
That is a blessing, most definitely. My best of the week is Lionel Messi choosing PSG, one of the greatest soccer players of all time. Been with FCB for 20 years to join my French league team, PSG, man. Very excited about that. He'll make $47 million a year at PSG. That's nuts.
Football is different.
Yeah, but this is the equivalent of LeBron leaving Cleveland to LA, though. So, huge deal. Definitely got to get that Messi PSG jersey, Jordan style for sure. So, yeah, man. Nobody else talks about soccer, so I have to bring up my soccer.
Nothing wrong with
for
that.
sure.
Football.
Most definitely. What you got? I said Weezy. What you got, Cam? Worst of the week?
Listen, man. I watched The Sandlot for the first time as an adult. Listen, man.
No. Not saying he saw it as a kid, but he's
Okay.
watching
This is
it
my
as an
first
adult.
time as an adult.
Okay.
And so now I'm looking back and looking at some situations a little different.
Yeah.
One, the dog wasn't even that big. All right, so let's talk about
That
that.
dog looked humongous as a
It
child.
looked
As a
humongous
child.
as an
As a child.
adult.
Sure.
Hey, man, get out of here.
Yeah,
get
for
off
sure.
me.
You can kick that.
Hey,
Yeah.
2, man, listen. Small step boss is doing a lot of moving around, man.
Talk about it.
It was in and out a lot with no kind of agenda, man.
You just
Hey, man, he'll be back at some
taking
point.
trips.
He's just taking trips. I'm like, wait a minute,
Come
this
on,
ain't
man.
adding up. As an adult, I know better. I
We
know
all know what
better.
that is.
Hey, listen, and,
Papa was
and,
a player.
and the whole thing
Player
was
was a
built off a lie. Smalls came in the great band. Oh yeah, I know who that is. He didn't.
Cap.
Big cap. This whole friendship, the whole thing. He never should have been around. He was a liar.
Yeah.
Hey man, ruined my whole childhood right there.
No, for sure.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Hey, now, hey,
Oh,
listen,
for real, he's killing me.
Papa was a player.
Player was
You damn right. Worst of the week, Jeff. What you got?
Celebrity boxing, charity boxing was not going away. Lamar Odom apparently wants to fight former heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe.
Listen, keep playing Riddick Bowe, though.
Keep playing.
Yeah.
Lamar, you're going to find out real quick.
Man.
What Tristan tell him. That ain't funny.
That ain't
I
You
can't
gotta
laugh.
chill.
That ain't funny. Tristan low down, but I don't blame him, though.
Hey, that's still my wife. That's still my wife, dog. That's my girl, my baby mama, dog. We pray for God for you to come back that first time. It ain't gonna work this time.
Hey, that ain't funny.
Hey, I respect it.
But that's how you respond.
Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Yeah,
dog.
man. Still my life.
God, that's how you respond.
Damn right.
Goodness,
Yeah,
man.
that's facts.
For real.
That's a good one, man. My worst of the week is Dolly Parton, man. Shit, Lamar, man. Lamar better watch his damn back. Yeah, for sure.
Them chicks ain't that good.
Ooh, hell no, man. It ain't worth it, man. There's a narrative going around that Dolly Parton is giving back to predominantly black families in South Nashville. That is, in fact, a lie. She, in fact, ruined our entire neighborhood. Do you remember as a kid, Jeff? I don't know if you came that far, but there was this house right where Mafioso's is now, and it was a Art Deco house. It was white, and it looked like it was like a TV show to me as a child. Clearly, L.A., New York, or somewhere. Dolly Parton bought that house.
Okay.
Probably in 2003, 2004, right? And it was this cool looking house. I would ride my bike and be like, damn, who the hell lives over there? You know, Dolly Parton lived in that house. And it had these large walls built around it. It was like a fortress or something, right? Dolly Parton bought that house and started gentrification in South Nashville, dog.
Thanks,
with
Dolly.
that one house, dude.
Thank you, Dolly Parton.
Big fact.
You
Dude.
took my childhood away from me.
But don't say that you giving back to black families with the money that you got from the Whitney Houston song. No. You took black families out of Southern Nashville, Tennessee, dude. And that ain't right, man.
Out of the real South.
Talking about she's a beacon of hope in the community. The hell out of here. You just started gentrification, dude.
Thanks, Dolly.
Property taxes went up crazy after that lady built that house over there. They're
Thanks,
like, you know
Dolly.
what? This is prime real estate.
And there it is. Then we had the Gulch.
And
Then
the rest is history.
it was over with.
The rest is
It was
history.
over with.
Then you
Now
go
we're here.
down 12 South now.
It's
It look-
now it's 12 South.
That's 12
the
South.
point.
Listen what you just called it.
South.
Stop
Come
that.
on, man. Come on, Dolly. Do better, Dolly. She could have got the damn yellow
yellow
box
box.
for that, for sure.
Oh, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
Yeah, man. While you there, don't forget to support the Realville Family Patreon page. It features Full Sport Press on Deck TV, FCYA, and much, much more. Join the team, man. Support the team. Support the real. Jeff,
Oh man, yes sir.
you have 10 good wrestling seconds.
Oh, I do.
Let's start the clock.
So it's happening again. We're not sure what's going on in WWE land, but my guy, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, was released from his contract.
Wow.
If you remember, Bray Wyatt's last match was in WrestleMania. He lost unexplainably to Randy Orton and was never saw again. And turns out he was released on this week. Now speculations are where he's going or where he's headed or what caused the fallout. But for those who know, if you know, you know, JoJo was released earlier this year.
My girl, JoJo?
I tell you about JoJo when we go to
Okay, go to break.
we
Okay.
go to break. I don't
Okay.
want to break. She's a queen.
She's a
I don't
queen.
want to
Yeah,
bring up
for
what
sure.
the queen did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But JoJo was released earlier this year, and Bray soon followed here in the summer. So hopefully Bray turns up and brings his talents to AEW or somewhere else because we all miss the Fiend. But it's going down in WWE land. People are speculating about a sale or worse. So we'll see what's going on. And shout out to Peacock for ruining the WWE network. That's a whole nother story.
Jesus
Man,
Christ.
sound like chairs ain't the only thing to fold around there.
right.
Yeah.
It's going left, man. I don't understand what's going on. But make sure you tune in each and every Thursday to the 808s and Chair Shots podcast where we cover that story and a lot more. Shout out to Neek. Shout out to myself. And please remember, you might not like wrestling, but your auntie loves it.
She most definitely does, man. Tweet us the questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
that the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started with the first half, Cam, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners?
I do, man. Today's recipient is the Beard, James Harden.
Most definitely, man. Brooklyn Nets star James Harden is fired off legal tender fees in an attempt to recoup $2 million that he invested in a bizarre boxing tournament that pitted TikTok stars against YouTube stars in the ring. YouTube superstar Austin McBroom organized Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms, which saw him fighting TikToker Bryce Hall as the main event. Now, last month, Billboard reported that it was a financial flop that lost right around $10 million. The suit claims that McBroom's company expected millions of pay-per-view customers to tune in for the Fight Fest. He expected 10 million people to buy pay-per-view.
Man, I ain't even heard of this.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
When was this event?
That would make it the biggest pay-per-view event in the history. But only 136,000 fans paid $50 to watch.
Who are these people?
And where did they know about this?
James. Now, Jeff, you are a boxing guru, right? Has anything ever did over 5 million in pay-per-view?
Not boxing.
Not boxing. Come on, man. So to think a TikToker versus a YouTuber is going to get more than 10 million? James.
So you got to be smarter than that.
Come on. Hey, there's no telling what he telling. Lil Baby's homeboys, I know they getting him for millions and millions and millions. Oh, man.
You know they sucking him out.
You know he's been a little frivolous with his money his whole career.
I mean, they retired his jersey, for goodness sake.
Yeah, they hang him up.
Woo!
Yeah,
he earned that one.
Legend.
Now, he's never getting that money back. And
It's his bad investment.
McBroom has came out and said they'll just file for bankruptcy. So he's not getting the money back.
Oh, it's simple enough.
Dude, I know Lil Baby's homeboys be getting him for millions on top of millions. Man, I got this car wash thing that we could do. Listen, while you in there, you can smoke weed. It's kind of just like a chill experience. You need to invest in it.
How much you need? 10 million to start a car wash?
Come on, man.
Check already wrote.
Come on, man. James.
Come on,
James. Hey, listen.
It's Adidas money. And Adidas money good, though.
Crazy.
Nah, he got a big bag.
He got a huge bag. Yeah. That NBA bag crazy.
Yeah, I didn't say come get an extension sometime soon too.
James. Wow. We gotta get that out to him. We'll Weezy do that one. That's his boy anyway. Yeah. Let's talk Manscaped before we get out of here.
All right.
Cam, then you're back active.
Sure.
You're part of Achilles gang, Black. I see you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Now, is that something you think after you hoop, right? Mm-hmm. Would you use the crop mop? You know what a crop mop is?
I believe ball wipes.
It's a wipe. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So what you would do after you hoop, right? Mm-hmm. You go, you know what I'm just saying? You just wop, you know what I'm saying?
Look. 1,
and then 2, and then we out the door. And then you know what you can do after that? Anything.
Ready to go.
Anything you want to do.
All right, man.
Fresh out the box.
That's all you need.
Would you use it?
Definitely.
You have to.
You got to, right?
So
I got
come
things
out.
to do.
Come on.
You finish hooping. I got things to do.
You got the yes.
Bop.
You have to do.
Man, let's move.
Let's move. You feel what I'm saying? I got to figure out a way that me and Jeff are gonna use it because I'm not hooping anymore. I retired. Jeff retired a little bit before me.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just. You know what? I ain't gonna figure out how I'm gonna use it, but I know how you can use it. You can go to manscaped.com. You can get 20% off your entire order, free shipping. Just go to manscaped.com. Use code FSP20. Your balls will thank you.
Yes, sir.
Kim, this one's going home with you. You gotta let us know how that goes. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
What it do with the business is, it's your man Animal Brown checking in from the On Deck TV show. Make sure you check out my podcast every Wednesday with my guy Spike Lou as we go over all things hip hop. All right, that's wherever you find podcasts. On Deck TV, tap in.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
And I'm Cam.
Cam, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
Cam, 2 underscores, 2 underscores, am on Twitter and Instagram.
That's a lot of work, bro. That's a lot.
It
is, bro. It's a lot.
Man.
That's a lot of work, man.
It's easy.
You sweat putting that and telling somebody that. You be like, hey, bro, what's your IG? Cam 2 underscores. Man, nah, bro.
Listen, what I'm supposed to do again.
I'm J Ho. You feel me? It's easy. You feel me? You gonna find me? Put it. Boy, that thing. But anyway,
how's the kingdom going?
Jeff, what's your social media?
I'm J Easily 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure. And I'm J-Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter. Let's have a conversation on Twitter.
I see Instagram.
It's facts. Let's kick the first half off with some NBA talk, man. Jeff crazy. NBA free agency officially began on Monday with teams and players wasting no time to come to terms on lucrative deals throughout the NBA. Obviously, this is subject to change as free agency continues to unfold. But here we are with some of the winners and losers from the 2021 NBA free agency so far. Jeff, give me your first winner.
I'm going with a curveball with my first. I'm going to go with the Washington Wizards. You get to hit the reset button. You get those big personalities of John Wall off the team. You get the big personality of Russell Westbrook off the team as well. And you let Brad Beal. Now he is number one. He is alpha dog. He is the man, unquestionably now. And you bring in Spencer Dinwiddie, who's a solid professional basketball player. You get Tavius Caldwell-Pope. You get Kuzma. And you get one of my favorite players in the league, Montrezl Harrell, along with the backup point guard Aaron Holiday. And you got cap space. They did it well. I'm mad at that.
I like the Wizards sign up, man. Is it enough to keep Brad Beal there, though?
It's enough for them to be a sixth seed, a solid sixth, not a play-in tournament, 10th seed making it in, but an actual sixth seed in the East. I think they can do it. Because you know why? There's an unquestioned guy. You have another year of Rory Hachimura. Then you got your mans they drafted last year. Denny. Hopefully he takes a leap.
He will.
Because if he takes a leap, that's a game changer for them.
But how do they play out then?
Great question. You bring you put Montrez and KCP on the bench.
You have to.
You have to bring them on the bench.
Yeah.
You start Kuz, and then you start Rory, and then you hope Denny can be a sixth man.
What about the guy you drafted this year?
Man, he's in a bad spot. You gotta get his summer league game together.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Because you got too much invested in Rory Hachimura at this point.
Yeah,
you got to see what he got left.
I feel like you just took Corey Kispert with the 15th pick. They seem to be getting a lot of the same players.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I can understand that, but I don't want to bank on Corey Kispert. I want to be able to mold him to where when these contracts are up, he's ready to step in.
Seriously. I think they're winners as well.
Yeah.
But for sure now, but it's a lot of twos. It's a lot of twos and threes. A lot of wings heavy. For sure. Wings heavy.
Oh, well, go ahead.
No, that was it. It's the wings heavy, man.
For sure.
I just feel like that's going to make it difficult. Kind of find a rhythm. I think with basketball, the biggest thing is you play, you get up and down, you get used to it, you find a rhythm with the people that you're on the court with. With that team, it seems like it's going to be a lot of experimenting, especially early on until they find a solid rotation. And I just feel like that could kind of put them behind the 8 ball, working their way back into the playoffs.
Gotcha.
I think the only thing that helps them though is there's no question of who's the guy.
Oh, yeah. We know who the guy is.
We know who the guy is.
As long as you got that understood from day one, this is Brad Beal's team. We've been working around Brad Beal. Everybody else fills in from there.
Are you in charge of the girls?
Yeah.
Are you in charge of the girls? Yeah, I'm in charge of the girls. Well, something's wrong with somebody. Some arithmetic. Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, that's funny. What you got, Cam, as a winner?
Oh, man. I have the Atlanta Hawks locking up the young stars that they have.
I like that.
Trae Young and John Collins provided plenty of ammo for other teams this season and this postseason with some of their antics, but they can play basketball and they play well together. I think the two of them need each other. If Trae's going to throw some of the passes that he throws, then he's got to have somebody who can go get it. And if John Collins is going to be limited a little bit ball handling wise, then he needs somebody who can hit him when he's open. So I think signing both of them and getting them long term is really a big win for the Hawks.
I like that.
And quietly bringing back Lou Will as well.
For sure.
Yeah. Quiet.
Yeah, keep the wings popping. Yeah. My number one winner, man, is the Miami Heat.
Yes, sir.
You didn't think Pat Riley was going to lay down like that. I know y'all didn't think that. You finally get the PG you've been looking for the last 15 years. They ain't really never had a point guard.
Even when they were winning chips, they didn't have a point guard.
They had no point guard. And you get a replacement for Jay Crowder that you've been looking for in P.J. Tucker. You re-signed Duncan Robinson. You overpay for Duncan Robinson, but you re-signed him anyway. And you join with other all-stars like Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. You got Tyler Herro if he can figure things out coming off the bench. It was a weird and disappointing 2021 for those guys. So I appear in my mind that I think they're back on the right track. And they pulled it off without going over the luxury tax, and you get VO for free.
nothing. Yeah.
For free.
For pennies.
Man, the
For
low.
free. They ain't even pennies. That was free.
The low.
Whatever he gives you is a bonus.
It's a bonus.
Whatever he gives you is a bonus.
Most definitely. Another winner for you, Jeff.
I'm going with the Knicks. After a questionable draft day, they righted the ship. They gave Julius Randle his contract, but didn't break the bank on Julius Randle. He took less money to allow them to have flexibility. Then you bring in almost for pennies, but on a steal deal, you get what's left of Kimba, and you hope that knee is going to be okay.
It's not.
Because you have Derrick Rose, you bring back Derrick Rose as well, but then you bring back Kimba. Because if you can get Kimba to get 75, 80% of what he was, with a young R.J. Barrett and your star in Julius Randle, you got something.
Yeah, those two together equals two good knees because they both got bad knees. So you got, yes, put both of their knees together. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Equal to one good knee, for sure. What you got, Cam? Another winner?
Man. I got the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
the Brooklyn Nets locking KD up. Man, you have the best player in the world.
Yeah,
and you can lock him up. It's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah,
they've also got some more pieces around them. I think that the biggest thing with the Nets locking up Blake Griffin is really going to help them long term. Sure. Blake is the perfect five for them. Moves the ball, can handle it, can space it. Knows that he's not the man anymore, and I think that's really going to help them come playoff time next season.
Yeah. And you bring in Patty Mills because you know that's Kyrie.
Because you know what Patty
James
do.
Harden.
Patty's playoff proven.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Serviceable back, man.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Always has been.
Yeah, and then you get Andre Drummond for free.
Yeah.
You get him for free.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, you don't get him.
No,
Andre Drummond went to the
76.
Yeah, 76. That's right.
No, they got DeAndre Bembry.
Yeah, and then they got somebody else too, and I was looking at. It was bad though. Oh, it's James Johnson.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the muscle. They ain't had no muscle.
Got the muscle.
The muscle. You gotta have some muscle.
Gotta have a hoodlum.
LA might come back.
If LA come back his own.
LA might come back.
LA come back his own.
I think LA gonna come back.
I think he's going to LA.
No.
He's going back to Brooklyn. He come back. He back in Brooklyn.
I see what you're doing. Yeah. My next winner is the Chicago Bulls, man. First time I've ever said that in the history of FSP, for sure. I think we'll make the playoffs this year, guys. First time since 2017, for sure. We desperately needed playmakers, people to kind of take the pressure off of Vooch and Zach LaVine, and I think we got that with Lonzo. Had to part with some of our depth, so we had to do some signing and trades with that. But it's just refreshing to kind of see where we're going with things. I also think that they saw, the Hawks made a deep run with pieces, and if we have pieces, we can make a deep run. And I think, with DeMar, Zach, add along with that with Vooch, man, I think we got a nice squad, serviceable squad, man. And the first time I'll be excited wearing my Chicago Bulls gear this year, for sure. I should have put it on today. I was excited about any other winners.
The Lakers are a winner. Not because they got Russell Westbrook, but because you took that with all that money wrapped up in those three players and you built that team around them for shooters. You got all the shooters you needed. You got your backup point guard.
You did what?
You built the team around those three players.
You said all the shooters.
You signed 4 players. 3 players to shoot 40% from 3 last year. That's what you need to help LeBron, right? 3 players they signed shoot 40% from 3 last year.
Only one of them gonna be on the floor.
What do you mean? With the second unit?
I'm talking about when it's crunch time. When it's LeBron, Russ, that it's only gonna be one shooter out there with him. It's gonna be a big AD. And they didn't get a solid enough wing. As much as KCP wasn't a big time scorer, he was a big time defender and he could shoot it.
He's a big time defender, but his shot was so streaky that Lakers fans were calling for his job mid game. He had to go. Him and Kuz had to go. That's it.
I'm cool with Kuz going, but I don't know if Malik Monk or any of those other guys are an upgrade over KCP.
I would take Malik Monk over KCP on 3 Tuesdays.
Not prove. He's unproven.
That's why I like him.
Do that.
I know what KCP gonna give me.
He won them games. He won them that championship.
He won games.
He helped win that championship
for sure.
He really did.
Like he definitely helped them.
We sleeping on KCP.
Yeah, he's definitely winning.
KCP's gonna flourish in Washington.
That's fact.
He's going to flourish in Washington. The stage is too big for him in LA.
Oh, wow.
No,
because everything you do. Let me just say why I'm saying.
Talk to me.
Everything you do in LA is scrutinized.
That's
it's not that he was a bad player. It's just they expected him to be more of a threat
Yeah.
Then when he goes to Washington and he gives them 16 to 18 points a game, Washington's going to love him for that.
Very difficult to play in LA, especially playing with LeBron James.
His license too.
I agree with that,
that's all I'm
but
saying.
I think you ain't giving KCP enough credit.
I just say he's going to flourish in Washington.
Yeah, they had to get rid of him because
It was contract money.
contract
It was money wise.
And we've joked on this show that the only reason he got that money was because of LeBron and Clutch ruling the
A
world.
lot of people getting paid because of
Clutch
Clutch.
is,
For sure.
man, holding it down.
Shout out to
Another
Clutch.
winner? Anybody? You
Bobby
good?
Portis
I'm
needed
good.
Clutch.
Yeah, no. Bobby Portis definitely needs.
He needed Clutch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get you
Bobby
overpaid.
Portis true, man.
Yeah, for sure. Let's move on to the losers. Any losers, Jeff?
Don't take this the wrong way, Jay. The Bulls.
Oh wow.
I was with them. I was with Alonzo Ball pick made so much sense. You pair him with Vooch, you pair him with Levine, you get Caruso. I'm with all that. Signing, trading, and guaranteeing DeMar DeRozan $80 million. I don't get that.
He just 31 years old.
I don't get it. Why do you need DeMar DeRozan when you got Zach LaVine?
They play two totally different positions.
And DeMar needs the ball and he needs it in ISO. I don't understand that.
No. He can play short corner.
We're not worried about DeMar DeRozan
You
jumper.
you should be in
mid-range maybe.
That's what we worried about.
But
and he gonna get to the free throw line.
Anything outside of mid-range, I'm like, but I don't got to give you $80 million for that.
Yeah, you do. He's a starting 2 guard, starting 3. He played the 4. They can play. Dude, now he's a great basketball player.
He's very good. He's very good. I just don't understand. I don't think that fit is going to be what they needed to be in Chicago. That's all I'm saying.
That's the market, though. The money came with the market. I mean, like we just said, Duncan Robinson got 90.
And that was horrible.
Kyle Lowry got 90.
That's a champion. That was proven.
Yeah, but dude, DeMar
He won a
DeRozan
championship 2 years ago with Kawhi.
Yeah, not
3 years ago with Kawhi. Like, nah, we can't keep on giving it because he's a champion.
Yeah,
Like,
not DeMar.
and he's older than DeMar DeRozan
All I'm
by
saying
a
is-
significant amount. He's also 6 feet tall. So I mean, the market is the market.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is I think Chicago was fine.
Mhm.
Was perfectly fine. Like
So you think Patrick
they were a
Williams.
bigger winner before they did this move. They didn't have to do this move. Is what I'm
But DeMar DeRozan's gonna help win games, and you know as well as I know, Zach would get in certain spots, and it's like I think DeMar DeRozan will take that shot and make that shot too.
Guess what? You got Vooch.
No, Vooch, no. Vooch got to get now. He got to have his back to the basket. He's gonna
Vooch
take him
is
too
poor
long to get to.
Jokic. He's poor Jokic.
No.
No.
He's poor Jokic.
Very poor.
Nah.
Then.
I ain't saying
Very
he's rich.
poor. He's
Jokic.
not an all-star.
Broke
That's just my
Jokic.
guy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Vooch is my guy.
You got a loser, Cam.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
I do. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I really do not understand. I know we pressed the reset button,
You really pressed that.
but we really pressed the reset button. When I look around and it seems like everybody else is signing guys and we are just perfectly content just holding on to the bad roster that we have.
Sure.
Like I said, I'm glad that we paid SGA, locked him up for a while.
Yeah.
But outside of that, as a fan, I can't say I see any progress being made towards building a winning team.
Yeah, I can see that. My first loser is the Lakers' defense. Recent success is basically stemmed, like Cam was talking about, from their defense. And their defense isn't looking quite as imposing right now. Trade away Kuz, trade away KCP. Those are your versatile defensive wings. You lose Caruso, who's their best wing defender. So Trevor Ariza is not Trevor Ariza anymore. That's not TA. That's Trevor Ariza. You know, so Wayne Ellison can't he never defend. Never can defend. Okay. And on top of that, you brought in Kent Bazemore. He's done. Melo don't defend. Man, I love Kendrick Nunn. He's not a defender. That's why he didn't play in Miami because he couldn't defend. Malik Monk is a scorer. It's just you lose some of those guys as stoppers, and I just don't see how they're going to stop anybody offensively. I mean, you know, on the other side of the ball with the squad that they have. Now, offensively, they're going to go crazy. They're going to coach. Nothing to worry about there. I just think that you worry. Dwight Howard, man, dude, he struggles on switches every time, man. Come on, man. Can't defend perimeter players. Dwight got 2 Brillo blocks, man. So, yeah, now for sure, the Lakers' defense is going to go down. It's a top 3 defense last year. It'll be at the bottom of the NBA, for sure.
They couldn't get buckets, though.
For sure, and that's true. For sure. So you trade offense for defense and defense for offense. That happens. Another loser, guys.
I'll go with Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, him and Drummond, for sure.
But more so, the reason why I say Dennis is because he turned down $80 million from the Lakers. It could have been locked in long term. Nothing wrong with gambling on yourself. I totally understand it. But here's the bad side of it. Now you're going to get maybe a 30.
Mm-hmm.
from a team that you didn't want to go to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad. I'm not gonna say I feel bad for him. He's still getting paid to play basketball. He's still in the NBA. Totally get that. But I know he's looking back and saying, "Man, I may have should have taken that money." And he could have been traded. He could have been traded because now your performance in the first round of the playoffs when they couldn't get buckets, and he looked bad coming off of the protocol thing. He played himself out of an $80 million contract.
And that's what it was. He was thinking that he was going to have a long playoff run to get some money, just kind of like Reggie Jackson, and it just didn't work out for either one of those guys for sure. Loser came. What you got?
The Denver Nuggets.
Oh, talk to me. I ain't think about the Denver Nuggets.
Who did the Denver Nuggets sign?
That was my stomach, and nah, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For a team that was close to competing for a championship last year before the Jamal Murray injury, they didn't take any steps forward at all. Yeah. They haven't done anything to help their team at all. Will Barton's gone. JaMychal Green's gone.
Now, Will Barton resign?
When did Will Barton resign?
Yeah, he resigned.
I thought he turned down his player option.
Yeah, he did, and he resigned. Yeah.
So you overpaid Will Barton.
Yeah,
that's even
that's
worse. You overpaid Will Barton. They didn't do anything to help them be in a better position for next year.
I can dig that. I have the Pelicans as another loser.
That's my one.
Dude, everything from this moment forward is to keep Zion Williamson happy, Brandon Ingram happy, and you trade their point guard that they really like. You let him just walk. You could have matched anything, but you said, "No, I'm gonna go get Devontae Graham."
Yeah,
you gonna get Tomas Satoransky, Garrett Temple.
Oh boy,
come on, man! And you gave up a first round pick to get Devontae Graham. It's protected, but shit, dude. The name. Listen, I get it. You get some names in there that's gonna good locker room guys. Those are all great locker room guys. Okay, but you need a guy there. You let Eric Bledsoe leave.
Yeah, you let Eric Bledsoe.
No,
you're not missing Bledsoe.
But at least in the situation, I think they like him more than they would like Tomas Satoransky on the team.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So I definitely had them. I said this last week. They needed an adult.
Yeah,
they didn't get an adult.
Garrett Temple is the adult.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it.
He's the adult in the room. That ain't gonna do it.
They ain't gonna do it.
No, it's tough. Yeah, another lose. Anybody good?
Portland.
Shit, the cupboard is bare. You hear me?
Bare. I don't. If I'm Dame Lillard,
man,
I get it. I totally understand you don't want to do the super team thing, but you overplayed your hand now because now where do you go?
You don't even got a team now. Why don't you just get traded to a team?
Because at the end of the day, you could have been a Knick. You could have forced your hand to the Knicks, and they could have gave whatever they want, those 2 draft picks plus whatever else they had. You could have been a Knick. Now the Knicks don't need you. They got the point guard.
Yeah, I mean, but they're gone. Kimba be gone next year.
They ain't got their point guard.
See,
they got a placeholder.
Yeah,
I think they have their point guard.
Nah,
if they go to second round of playoffs this year with Kimba and he looks serviceable, bro, you're gonna look at that as a money management and say, do I want to waste this bag on Dame? Not waste, but do I want to spend this bag on Dame Lillard? Go to the same spot.
I think Portland is banking for next year because there's a lot of people.
True.
I think Kyrie leaves the Nets. I think James Harden might leave. You got Luka will be available. I think Luka is going to push into a situation where he might be able to leave. You got Zach LaVine, you got Devin Booker, you got Karl Anthony Towns, you got Brad Beal, you got Ayton, you got Michael Porter Jr. Just to name a few. Free agency next year is going to look different.
It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be
like
nuts.
It always is for the NBA.
Most definitely.
Shake it up.
Yep. Everybody good with losers?
Yes, sir.
You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
We're at the midway point. Please enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime, in case you missed it. Coach Locke is back with a new edition. Let's hear it, guys.
Fellas, back with another one. Now, as we know, college football is right around the corner. But Notre Dame has done something that nobody has done. Their home opener is set to broadcast exclusively on Peacock's streaming service. The Fighting Irish's game against Toledo on September 11th will broadcast exclusively on Peacock, NBC Universal streaming service. It will not be televised on traditional NBC. Now, in the world of college athletics, where streaming services will factor significantly into upcoming rights, deals, and potential realignment moves, the exclusive streaming broadcast is a potential early peek into how streaming will impact college sports. Now, if you didn't know, Notre Dame has a partnership with NBC to exclusively show their football games, and that deal is set to expire in 2025. Now, Notre Dame's other 6 home games will be shown on Peacock and NBC, who has shown Notre Dame games since 1991. So my question to you guys is this going to be a change in streaming services for college teams? We know everything is going to streaming services. So will this impact Notre Dame re-signing with NBC, or will they make a change and just go exclusively with the Peacock streaming services? Because other teams can also do this. Now, we already know ESPN uses their streaming services to show all NCAA games, but this could turn into something different where maybe ABC will go to Florida State and say, we want to exclusively show your games on our streaming service. So y'all let me know, is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal at all? It's your man, Coach Locke, checking out.
And we're back, Ronnie, Bobby,
Ricky, and Mike.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Locke spoke on Peacock. What you got, Jeff?
All right, so I get it. NBC Universal is investing a lot of money in Peacock, and you invest a lot of money in Notre Dame. So you're saying, why not push the first game of our biggest sports entity in college sports that we have, push it to our newest toy, which is our streaming service, Peacock. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, though. Peacock sucks. Peacock ruined the WWE Network.
Oh, it's first.
It's personal. Yeah. I can't watch my pay-per-views. If I miss the first 10 minutes of a pay-per-view, I can't start from where it is. I have to start over and be behind the whole damn thing. The WWE Network was perfect. If I missed the start of a show, I can come in from where they are and just rewind it when I want to. No, Peacock doesn't do that. They haven't loaded everything on there properly. So, yeah. I think this is a horrible idea because Peacock sucks.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Right. Well, you know what Peacock got to do? They just pay Maria Taylor a lot of money. NBC Sports did, so they got to find a way to include her in anything new because she broke the bank.
She did.
But I do think that it's something that will translate to other streaming services, Hulu, things of that nature. And you got to compete, man. And that's the biggest show in town in NBC, which is Notre Dame football.
Do you think the subscribers actually go up for that first game?
They got to put it on the Peacock Premium because you can watch stuff on Peacock for free.
Okay, so what is Peacock Premium? Is that something? Okay, I have Xfinity.
Go ahead.
And I just have the regular Peacock. I ain't Peacock Premium.
Well, depending on when you started your Xfinity, because some people who got Xfinity and got the Flex box, whatever that was,
me.
So you got Peacock included in that.
That was me.
Yeah, so you got Peacock included in that. Then there's people who have Xfinity or Comcast. They get Peacock. You can watch, like, if shout out to Spike Lee, he watches Yellowstone. Yeah. You can watch the first episode of season 1 of Yellowstone for free. But then when you got to go to episode 2, then you got to pay $5.99 a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Peacock is really they trash.
So, but then there's shows like Brother from Another with Michael Smith and Michael Holly. You can watch that just on the network. Okay. You don't have to pay the subscription for that.
And Dan Patrick.
I'm not sure about. I mean, I know you can watch it, but I'm not sure if you have to pay.
So they pick and choose what's free, what's not.
Yeah, like their live shows. So I think because again, there's a streaming war. We all know that, and there's gonna be casualties. We're seeing them with whatever the Paramount Network is, everything that got pushed inside of that and what it became. So I get it. It's a play, but Peacock's got to get their computer, their IT part of it together.
I got you. The interface.
I couldn't think of the word. They got to get the interface together.
Make more user friendly.
Man, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sure. I'm excited though, man, to see Maria Taylor. Shout out to her, man. You guys ready to get started with the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
It's your man, Big Jeff, for the Full Sport Press Podcast. And make sure you check out the Full Sport Press Podcast each and every Monday on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Spotify, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And always remember, the camera's always on.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2021 NFL Top 7 Series, Part 1, Quarterbacks and Running Backs. I am J. Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
And I'm Cam.
Cam, we're at the start of the 2021 NFL training camp season. You can smell football in the air. I ain't going through it again because I already said it once. FSB asked our listeners to make a list of who they perceive to be the top 7 quarterbacks and running backs heading into the upcoming NFL season. Again, this list is strictly related to their 2020-21 stats and performance and who has the best chance of maintaining that great play heading into next season. Without further ado, Here are the top 7 quarterbacks and running backs heading into the 2021 season. Jeff, the quarterback position is debatably the most important in all of team sports. You can win championships without a point guard, or in baseball without a great catcher, but in football, your quarterback has to play well for you to even have a chance to win a title. I think you have another position that could be just as important, wouldn't you say?
Left tackle is probably, to me, the most important position in the football.
In all of football.
If you have a right-hand quarterback, your left tackle is the most important.
Do you agree with that, Cam?
Hard not to.
Give me the punter. Give me the punter.
Flip that field position. There we go.
Flip it. Flip the field position for sure. Jeff, go through
the bumblebee.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Jeff, go through the list from last year, man.
We got Cough at number 7. Cough, Deshaun Watson. And number 6, we have Dak Prescott. 5, we have Aaron Rodgers. 4, the great and retired Drew Brees. 3, Lamar Jackson. 2, Russell Wilson. And 1, Patrick Mahomes.
All right. We are at the list. Let's go through the honorable mention. Who's the first person we have an honorable mention, Cam?
Kyler Murray.
Sure, man. 23 years old. Young boy, man.
Yeah, he is.
When it comes to special runners at the quarterback position, it's him and Lamar Jackson. It's 1A, 1B.
True.
Is there anybody else that's in contention?
If he ran the ball more, Josh Allen would be up there.
Yeah, but he's 250, though.
Yeah,
That's why he would be up there. Because who's going to get in front of that pause?
Yeah,
Just like Cam.
Nah, for sure.
Not you, Cam, but
Yeah,
Yeah, we know.
for
We
sure.
know.
Yeah, Cam can't throw it into the two.
Listen, I'm
He
a
can't.
receiver.
Yeah, that's right. You open.
Yeah, I'm
You
open.
open
I'm
right
open.
now. Flank. You
Come
like
on,
Wes
man.
Welker.
There we go.
Yeah,
Talk.
you like Randall Cobb. You know what I'm saying? You AJ Brown.
There we go. There
here.
we go.
There we
dawg.
go.
There we
Let's
talk.
go, baby. Yeah, nah, for sure. But Kyler Murray's got to get a little bit more consistent with his accuracy, especially when he's going down the field. I think he will improve coming up this year because Cliff Kingsbury has some real weapons for him to throw to. I think
So
AJ
many.
Green will bounce back.
Yes,
you know,
indeed.
And on top of that, you have Hop there. So yeah, man, just getting warmed up for a top flight career for sure. What's the next guy, Cam?
Justin Herbert.
23 years old as well, man. Got an unexpected early start to his career.
oh, man.
Didn't turn back. How you guys feel about Justin Herbert?
I think this is the year he submits himself, and Justin Herbert's on this list going forward every time we do it.
That's your man.
So that's my man.
Yeah.
He's in the 7. No more honorable.
No more honorable mention. He's top 7 going forward.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Make sure we note that.
Okay, Jeff. Now he does have an entire new offense to learn, new OC, new coach. Will there be a learning curve with all of that?
First 2 to 3 games, yes. The defense is going to be good enough from day one to hold him down. And once they get rolling, watch out.
Lights out.
Watch out, man.
Party's over.
Oh man, it's going to be a fight in that division.
Yeah.
They're going to split with Kansas City this year. There's going to be a fight in that division for those 2 teams.
Dude, Keenan Allen is so cold. I love Keenan Allen. Mike Williams is Mike Williams. They lost their tight end, though.
That's true.
They lost their tight
They
end.
have a solid running game though.
They do.
They have a
Eckler's
solid-
nice.
yeah.
For sure.
I think he might be better in the passing game than the running game.
Exactly. That's why I brought him
Yeah.
up.
And then Derwin's back.
Yeah, that's
Yes, my guy.
I said it was
Gang.
defense.
You know, that's my
He's
guy.
a Seminole.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
know
he
how they
is.
do.
That's
You know
my
what I'm
guy.
saying?
Cam
Yeah.
also is a Florida State fan, so
Yeah.
I'm outnumbered right here.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Represent.
And you know what? Florida State's looking good this year, guys.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
bring up
No,
McKinsey.
too early.
Like,
It's too early.
Don't bring up.
Relax.
Okay. All right.
Don't do that.
All right. Well, let's get started with the list. Who we got at 7, Cam?
At 7,
Yep.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, 24 years old. Last year he was number 3. Lamar just didn't live up to his MVP level from 2019. It's really hard to do, but I don't think he struggled as much as people put out in the world for sure. I think he did a good job. He just doesn't have any damn wide receivers. And somebody's got is Hollywood Brown. I don't think it's anybody that's currently here. But Hollywood Brown has to step up this year and help this dude, man.
Is Hollywood Brown still his number 1, or did they draft Bateman to do that?
They've drafted receivers the
No,
last 3 years.
Yeah, no, for sure. They've been trying to. And then his number 1 will and always will be Mark Andrews.
That's the number.
Yeah.
That's the number 1. But
That's
I think
a
Bate is going to cook for them, though. I like Bate.
They have to trust Lamar enough to open up the playbook too, though.
Yeah.
To trust his arm
Yeah.
enough to. I mean, I know J.K. Dobbins is there. I know he's a run. Lamar Jackson is a runner as well. When I say he, but you got to trust your quarterback and make a throw too.
I think without we really don't talk about it with Mark Ingram leaving. I think they will open up a little bit more. because you don't have as many people in the backfield that you are trying to split carries with.
Got a tough schedule ahead of him, man. Way harder than last year, pause. But he did deliver as the season continued to manifest. It just didn't. I don't know, man. Lamar needs a 1, dog. And I can't believe they didn't go out and get this man a for real number 1. Or at least a pseudo. Now they tried to get Kenny Galladay, and he didn't go. So
the thing is, they
Juju too.
Yeah,
did too. Juju turned it down to go back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
he's not a 1, but that's the whole another story.
Wow. Man, he showed lane.
He ain't a 1. But the thing is, you spend that much draft capital on wide receivers, you got to give them a chance to pan out. You just have to. So hopefully Hollywood's number 1. If not, the other 2 gentlemen will step in. Hopefully.
All right, let's move on to number 6. Who we got at 6, Cam?
Dak Prescott.
Sure, 28 years old. Last year he was ranked number 6. Dak is back, man. He's on pace for his best season, coming down to a huge injury in those Adidas. The injury was so bad he left Adidas to join Jordan Brand. And we're here, man, to see what Dak will do. How will he look with this great offense and that mediocre-ass defense in Dallas?
Dak will have to try and look bad.
Yeah.
You have Michael Gallup, you have CeeDee Lamb, and you have Amari Cooper. You have Ezekiel Elliott as your running back. You got 3 wide receivers. 2 of them could be number 1s with Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper. And we don't know what CeeDee Lamb is going to be. Dog, he's got to try to look bad.
Dude. And he was killing before he rolled that damn Adidas up. Sure did. Yeah, no, for sure. This is a good thing with him, though. Him and Kellen Moore, they know each other really well. They've been around each other for a better part of, 7 years? Mm-hmm. So he just has to focus in on also establishing the run a little bit more. I think using Zeke, and we'll talk about Zeke in a sec here, I think you get him rolling. I think that offense should still run through Zeke, not necessarily Dak, and I think that's where they messed up and had him running outside in those Adidas. So, sure, those Adidas, man. Let's move on. Anything else about Dak?
That's it.
That's it.
He has 3 receivers that Lamar Jackson would die for.
No, for sure.
He got 3 receivers, 19 stripes.
Give him CeeDee Lamb.
Dude, if he had CD, he would cook.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Let's move on to number 5. Who we got at 5, Cam?
Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. Jeff, that's your guy, right?
Yeah, Cam.
That's your quarterback.
That's your quarterback.
That's my quarterback. He wasn't ranked last year. 25 years old. Talk about him, Jeff.
I have been probably the biggest doubter of Josh Allen. Sure. I have brought up the things that other people have decided to look over about Josh Allen. And you know what? As of today, he signed a long-term contract with Buffalo until at least 2027, 2028.
Most guaranteed money in NFL history.
Guaranteed money in NFL history. And I can't, at this point,
you stuck with him.
He's your man.
Sure. Yes, my man. I can't do nothing with it, you know. Shout out to my guys with kids. Yeah, you stuck with it, bro.
What you gonna do? You gotta roll with it. You know how many times the Bulls traded for sorry ass people that I hate? I hated. Listen, understand. And then we'll go back to football. I hated Denzel Washington. I know Denzel Washington. I hate him too. But Denzel Valentine.
Wait a minute.
Not for sure. It's a long story with Denzel Washington. But dude, I hate Denzel Valentine. I hate Dwayne Wade. He was my starting 2 guard. Yeah. Come on, man. So listen, you got to push through it, man. Say that to push through it. But Josh Allen improved more than any other quarterback on this list in recent years. They just put a good group of people around him, from tight ends to wide receivers. Hello, Stephon Diggs.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
No, for sure. No, for sure. And they just schemed him the right way, man. This is the thing with him. Just got to kind of watch the turnovers. No other quarterback had more turnovers than him, except for Carson Wentz. So that's bad company to keep.
Stop throwing the double cover fullbacks on fly routes.
That's one play, man. You still talking about that one.
You're right. Play. I'm done. It's my last time.
They had a running game, probably.
That's true, too. That's true.
That's the thing.
I'm just saying.
We did not address
the running game, and that's why he's having the
100%.
Forced passes in there.
Yeah, not for sure. And then on top of that, you know, Ed Oliver got to step up.
All these are true.
That's a big
all
fact.
these, but Ed Oliver nor that fullback who was double covered were,
come on,
none of those guys were just paid the most guaranteed money in NFL history.
Is he a strong candidate for MVP next year?
Apparently, that's what the air quotes experts are saying. That's what the air quote experts are saying.
Oh man, who we got at 4, Cam?
At 4, we have Russell Wilson.
Sure, 32 years old. He was number 2 last year. He started last year, man. I don't know what Sierra was cooking over there, but he's an MVP. He was MVP, man. It was the first time I was thinking my boy finally would get one. then the second half of the season happened. And he got more sacks than anybody in the entire NFL, man. So
shout out to them left tackles.
Still did not. To this day, they still have not addressed the elephant in the room, and that is an offensive line for Russell Wilson, man. It's rough, man.
He runs too much. They depend on him to run the ball and make plays and just scramble in the backfield. So they don't address that. They don't address that line like they should. They have wasted some of the prime years or majority of the prime years of Russell's career. I know he's a 2-time Super Bowl appearance and a 1-time Super Bowl winner, but they're going to look back and say, man, we did not maximize Russell Wilson the way we could because we did not go all in to make sure he was protected and he had the best weapons around on offense.
I feel like he's only running because he's running for his life. I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, I
don't really think he wants to scramble and do that stuff as much. I feel like Russell has been trying to show himself as a pocket passer for the last few years. Like even the connection with DK Metcalf, every time he has time, it's usually a positive outcome. It's just he had him to run for his life every play.
Yeah, I mean those big sack totals are going to keep coming. He's very durable, but it's only so long you can be durable. Like there's gonna be a point, where those hits and you're going on that sideline, you're gonna get caught up, man, for sure. But he did set career high completion percentage and TDs. But that deep ball to DK, man, gotta have some time to get it out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. What's the next one we got, Cam?
The GOAT, Teflon, Tom Brady.
The terrific one, man. 44 years old. Last year he wasn't ranked. We did not have him ranked.
He wasn't ranked.
What? He wasn't ranked.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, he wasn't ranked.
I wasn't here. I would have got him on there.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
This is his best season since his 2017 MVP campaign.
Yeah.
He put it together. Late, though. Jeff made a good point pre-production.
Yeah.
It was late.
It's like
He figured it out late.
It was
now,
when
they
it
saying that he
mattered.
was playing with a torn meniscus the
Yeah.
entire year. That was cap. I think that was indeed cap. But, man, he just took care of the ball better than any quarterback Bruce Arians has ever had as a head coach. So, then you bring back the entire band.
yeah,
Bringing the band.
everybody.
When I say the whole band's back,
Everybody.
Man,
the whole band is back.
if there's a team set up to repeat, it's them.
Yeah, for sure. So I think he'll be even more comfortable with Bruce Arians' system, Byron Leftwich. The writing's on the wall for him to have another great year. Yeah. So can he continue at this pace?
I mean, at some point, Father Time has got to say, all right, that's enough.
We said that 3 years ago.
We've said it at least every year for the past 5 years. That Father Time's catching up sooner or
And
later.
then they draft a great offensive lineman in Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's perfect, man. It's perfect, man. Just chose a great team. And I think the best is yet to come with Tom. Another year?
Yeah.
I don't think he should be this high. I have 3 on my list. I think this is cap. You start a team tomorrow. Give me Russell Wilson with that damn O-line.
Well,
Give me Josh Allen with that O-line.
Well, here's the thing. We didn't have him on the list last year.
It's true.
And then he won the dang Super Bowl.
So we had to right or wrong.
Yeah.
For sure. But we got it too, Cam.
The MVP, Aaron Rodgers.
Sure, man. 37 years old. Last year was ranked number 3. Is Aaron Rodgers at his peak at 37?
What do you mean by that?
Like, are we seeing the best of Aaron Rodgers right now? 48 touchdowns, 5 picks, man.
that was the MVP year. I think we have seen the air quotes best, but I do think he can maintain a high level of play.
Mm.
I think his skill set is going to mature and going to be able to be prolonged for at least 41.
This is the last year that he'll be in Green Bay.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, the quarterback of the future in San Francisco is indeed Trey Lance. He's a San Francisco 49ers fan. I'm sick about that because I would love to have Tom Brady. Not Tom Brady.
Or
Tom Brady.
But Aaron Rodgers at 38 years old, I love it. Because he's going to look like that until he's at least 41, 42.
Yeah, he'll be at the Washington football team. Book it.
No way.
Book it.
No way.
Washington football team.
Really?
Defense is already there.
You know where I think he's going to go?
New Orleans.
Minnesota.
That'd be good too.
Yeah, he plays Green Bay twice.
Plays Green Bay
Is he really gonna follow the Brett Favre path?
That's the problem, though. That's Brett Favre all
It is
over
the Brett
again.
Favre
That's the
path.
Brett
That's
Favre
Brett Favre.
path.
That's why I said the Washington football team, because everything is laid out for him. You already got a defense. You got a number one in Terry. You got a running game. They just got to get Fitzmagic out of the way and bring him in next year.
Nah, I think New Orleans makes sense. I think Oakland or Las Vegas makes sense.
You've been playing in Lambeau your whole career. You going somewhere where it's warm or a dome. I'm sorry.
They might dust off Tua and bring him down to Miami. I can see
man.
that too.
Come on, man.
Dust Tua out.
Yeah, right. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Pack him
Damn
up.
lie. Most impressive thing about Rodgers though in 2020 is his patience, man. Just a patient. Listen, he's throwing. He has Devontae Adams. Next week there's going to be a knockdown drag out to see if his wide receiver is the best in the entire NFL. And when he leaves, Devontae Adams is going to go play with his college quarterback,
And Derek Carr.
and he's going to be ass. He's going to be trash. Just you wait. Just you damn wait. And now Aaron Rodgers called. He's number one on my list. Ain't no question. Cameraman is too. For real. Y'all tripping.
It's 2-2 then.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Who we have at number one?
Yeah, we have Patrick Mahomes.
Y'all.
Patty.
Yeah. 25 years old, man. Last year was ranked number one. Listen, he wasn't the best quarterback in the NFL last year, y'all. Y'all know that.
Here's the thing. How long has he been in the league? 4 years?
4 years. Yeah.
He's only had one bad game. You know that?
He's
only had one bad
a couple
game.
of bad games. He's had a couple of bad games.
This is one bad game. He had one bad game. That is nuts.
And he was running for his life.
And
I
he-
love Russell.
And you know why he was running for his life? Because he didn't have a left tackle. That's what we call a callback.
Well, here's the thing with this team, though. They did everything that they could do to get that O-line under control. And they're going to be squared away.
Oh, getting Orlando Brown was
No.
huge.
That was
I still don't understand why Baltimore gave him up.
that was a J-Hove, like, Madden trade. Your boy going to have old Brown on there. And Jeff always gets Zach Will. And then Zach, what's the dude's name that you always
Colts.
get? What's my man from the
Oh
Colts?
man, I know exactly.
Quentin Nelson. Big Q. He gonna have Big Q.
Man.
He's going to. That's his first trade every time.
year.
Hey, as you should.
He's going to get
solidify
Q.
that line.
Nah,
That's
for
the
sure.
most important thing. Moving the left tackle. Soon as you get
Yeah.
him.
Here's the thing though with Patty Mahomes. He gets kind of sloppy at times, drifting back in the pocket. So he believes in that arm more than anybody should. And I get it. But that old line is better this year. So I can see him having, he had 38 touchdowns, 6 picks. Aaron Rodgers had 48 touchdowns and 5 picks with no O-line.
But we gotta think about what's gonna happen this upcoming year too, brother.
What's happening?
And I just
part of it.
we've talked about it. Rodgers has talked about it. They haven't improved his weapons yet. So if we thinking about what could potentially happen this next year, I'm taking Tyreek Hill and Kelsey over everybody over there.
I respect that.
Here's a question I have for y'all. Has Patty Mahomes
No,
reached his ceiling?
Nah, nowhere near.
not in there.
He might be 10 years from his ceiling.
Just because
He's
just
25. We
he-
just talked about Rodgers playing to 41. He might be 10 years from his ceiling. This is a different type of situation.
He said the boy just learning this shit
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
They
That's what I'm
just
saying.
learning
Like
this shit
he's
out.
just learning how to say, "Oh, that's what the safety gonna do."
Yeah.
Word. All right. You know what I mean? Like he's just learning that.
This is just physical ability right now. Wait,
That
when the
indeed is
mental
the
catch
case.
up, it's on.
That's terrifying. Hey, you just better hold Big Red that the entire time. Because Big Red is the reason. Trust and believe
right
that.
now.
Big Red is the
right
reason.
now.
For sure. Let's go back through the list, man. We have Pat Mahomes at 1, Aaron Rodgers at 2, Tom Brady at 3, Russell Wilson at 4, Josh Allen at 5, Dak Prescott at 6, Lamar Jackson at 7. We ask this every year. Who comes off this list and who joins the list, Jeff? I know who's coming on is Justin Herbert. Who comes off the list?
Justin Herbert is definitely joining the list next year. I believe Lamar Jackson is going to fall, not because of bad play, just because the quarterback position is getting that much more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin Herbert is going to, like I said, it's just a matter of time, man.
Just matter of time.
Solidify himself.
Sure. What you got, Cam?
I hate to do it, but if Father Time could catch up with Tom, then Tom would be the first person I see moving off this list.
Yeah.
Strictly from age. It has nothing else to do with anything else. I just think at some point he will have to slow down. And like I said, Justin Herbert, man, that's the next man up right now.
Sure. Yeah, I have Tom coming off the list as well, and I have Baker Mayfield joining this 7.
There we
Sure.
go. That's my boy right
You got,
there. That's
got
my
Odell. So Odell's gonna kill this year.
He better.
You got Juice. He's gonna kill this year. Donovan Peoples-Jones is gonna kill this year.
And he got a running game. keep
Joku's
defense
gonna
off.
go crazy this year.
Running game is
Bake-
to keep
watch what
defenses
Bake
honest.
do.
He's gonna have plenty of time.
Yeah, watch what Bake do. Just not a fan of Baker Mayfield.
That's cool, man.
For the YouTube people, I know you can see his face. Let's move right along to the running backs. Running backs are kind of back, man. After a short time with the position, saw a decline in value. Runners are once again being looked at as franchise players. Go through the list of 2020, Jeff.
At number 7, Alvin Kamara. Number 6, the Seminole, Dalvin Cook. Number 5, Nick Chubb. Number 4, Saquon Barkley. Number 3, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 2, Derrick Henry. And number 1, Christian McCaffrey.
C-Mac. Let's start off with the honorable mention. Who we got first, Cam?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Got Zeke. We got Zeke talking about 26 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Zeke?
Zeke.
I feel like Zeke been in the league a long time.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, like
I feel like Zeke been
Like Zeke be 29 right now.
Running backs age so fast, dude. It's insane. But yeah, man, just had a rough year. When Dak rolled that Adidas, man, it just went all downhill for the entire Dallas Cowboys situation. It got so bad that Jerry Jones looked himself in the mirror. He said, he's washing his face with probably $100 bills. And said, you know what, dog? I would go ahead and put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. That's how bad it got for the Dallas Cowboys.
You got to get some
last year,
good
man.
juju going for
Yeah,
team.
no, for sure. Zeke said he's lost 20 pounds. He's feeling as good as he felt when he was in college, down his college weight. So I think Zeke will have a phenomenal year this year. Sure. Who we got next?
Josh Jacobs.
This is Jeff's boy. Just
This is Jeff pick.
Hey, Jeff
All
followed
Jeff pick.
Tooth and this your man.
It's all
This is
Jeff.
your man. You better draft him number one
What
in
kind of
FSC
all?
fantasy
I
draft.
drafted him number 1.
This is your man.
But I want him on my team on fantasy.
Fight for him, man. Talk to me.
For real.
He's the bright spot other than Waller on that team. He's the only bright spot on that offense.
Why did they add Kenyon Drake then?
Well, you got to have a back like Kenyon Drake as a change of pace. He's just sitting there. Why not add another weapon? You can say that about somebody. We're going to mention somebody on this list that's very high that has a number 2 back that's probably just as good.
That's bad.
So that's if you have you want an embarrassment of weapons on your team, you want to be able to do as many wrinkles on your offense as you can add. Why not bring someone like Kenyon Drake?
I think this entire offense, the Raiders, is going to look totally different. John Gruden is coaching for his life this year, and I'm telling you, it's going to be different there. And I don't think Josh Jacobs will get as enough totes that we saw.
I think he's going to prove you wrong.
We'll see.
I think so.
Sure. And who we got last, Cam?
Last, a J pick.
Damn right.
A J pick.
Damn right.
Jonathan Taylor from the
Sure.
Indianapolis Colts.
22 years old, had 1,100 last year and 11 touchdowns. Should have been on this list.
No.
He better than like 4 people on this list right now.
Cap.
After Marlon Mack went down with that injury, he went to Jonathan Taylor, and he looked like he was back in Wisconsin. Insane. He went crazy.
He took me to the money in my fantasy league.
Hey, come on, man.
I'm not mad at
One of the bigger backs in the NFL, but he is a dog, man, with power and speed. Listen, man, Jonathan Taylor, my person to pick, I think he'll be in the top 3 next year.
Top 3?
Watch.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get the list.
All right. Let's move on to number 7 on the list. Who we got, Cam?
At number 7, coming off an injury, we have Saquon Barkley.
Sure. 25 years old. Last year, he was ranked number 4. Saquon, I think, is the most talented back on this entire list. He just plays for the New York Football Giants, man. Unfortunately. Saquon Barkley is a physical specimen.
Yeah.
And I think he will be at 100% this year.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Kenny Galladay is already hurt.
Yep.
Danny Dimes, your guy. That's your man. Okay.
No,
that's
no.
Weezy's guy. Okay. Danny Dimes is at the end of the pile. He already got jumped on in practice.
Yeah,
in
man.
training camp this
We
year.
need to talk about that.
Hey,
Yeah, they whooped up on Danny, man.
should be sinking.
Your quarterback can't be in the
The
middle of
bottom
the
of
day.
the
Like,
ship.
pile. He's
Be
wilding for that.
Saquon cold, though.
yeah.
And I hope they don't
Yes.
waste these years on this boy.
Yeah.
I hope to pray that the 49ers trade to get Saquon. This is the thing. Saquon, 25 years old. I feel like he's been in the league 5 years.
Same thing we said about Zeke, man. Them boys been
Crazy.
putting in real work.
Real work, for sure. All right, who we got at 6?
Also coming off injury.
Mm-hmm.
We got White Lightning, Christian McCaffrey.
That's right. Christian McCaffrey, man. 25 years old as well. Last year's ranked number 1.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Last year ranked number 1.
Yeah.
For good
Rightfully
reason, though.
so.
Oh, no,
he
no,
deserved
no,
it. He
no, no.
earned it.
Oh, you now listen now. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Let's keep it a band.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey can play wide out. He can play wide out in the NFL.
Okay.
I won't argue that.
Nah, ain't no question. Him and Alvin Kamara could play wide receiver in the NFL.
For those who are listening, number 7 and number 6. The criteria is what you did last year going into it. Can you keep it up from going into this year?
Yeah.
Their last year is hurting them. Number 7 and number 6 on this list should be higher. We know that.
We know that.
But you all
Don't
screaming
attack
at the
us,
YouTube, screaming in your headphones, at your phone, trying to figure out what's going on.
Right.
No, we know.
We know.
We get it. We get it.
But we got to stick with the criteria.
Saquon coming off ACL. Christian McCaffrey was just hurt after years of just toting the ball for no damn reason.
Just carrying squads on his back.
Crazy, man. But nah, this dude, he's a beast, man. Now you have a new quarterback there. They're trying to get another quarterback, but they already got a quarterback. It's just
They ain't got a quarterback.
It sounds like they ain't got a quarterback. They talking about trading for.
The thing is, the quarterback they talking about trading for. If you can get him, and
you got to go
play,
get him.
And he can play.
Yeah,
because he might not be able to play.
But
we don't speak on him right now.
But when Christian McCaffrey's on the field, he's one of the best backs in the entire world. If he's healthy, he can help this team.
Yeah,
definitely.
Just got to worry about him being healthy for sure. Who we got at 5, Cam?
5, we have Aaron Jones.
Sure, 26 years old. Wasn't ranked last year. This is a dangerous player. 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Just dangerous. And you match that along with A.J. Dillon. I think what they'll do is try to give A.J. Dillon more totes this year so they won't run him into the ground like said running backs we just talking about at 7 and 6.
Right.
So they have to find a way to divvy up some of that time, and they gave him $48 million. So add in that receiving ability that Aaron Jones has, man. He's one of the most complete backs in the entire NFL.
Now, shout out to AB.
Yeah.
you got your one.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. I do think he's going to come back down a little bit this year.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, coming off of last year, man, he come out of nowhere. It's great back.
Do you think Green Bay should have just franchise tagged him and played another year, or did they do right giving him the $48 million?
I'm always for the running backs getting their pay because they only get one check.
Yeah,
for the most part, they only get one check.
I think Green Bay did what they had to do. Like I said, running backs only get one check, and with Green Bay being in the situation they were in with Aaron Rodgers, you couldn't afford to not bring back anybody that he likes or he wants around.
They had to go back and get Randall Cobb.
Right, exactly. You try to get him everybody he wants on the roster right now. So
that's the thing, man. You gotta look at it, man. Running back, man. Everybody's in the same age frame.
Yeah,
we see Todd Gurley can't even get a gig now. And he's only 2 or 3 years older than these guys.
I believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's nuts. He done.
Yeah, that's sad though.
He hooping with the Migos in California. And shit.
He might be done.
He might be done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he gets another shot with the Rams.
I don't think so. I think he's done.
I think the Rams are gonna give him another shot.
No,
they don't have a running back.
They got Henderson. They got a back.
Now, what I'm saying, they have a back, but they need another back.
Yeah, they need another back.
They drafted another kid, but Henderson's the guy. Henderson's number 1.
And this is the thing. This is a prove-it deal for Todd Gurley. They got to pay him.
Yeah.
Look, he go for $800,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh, man. So we're right along to number 4. Who we got at 4, Cam?
Yeah, we have Nick Chubb from the Cleveland Browns.
25 years old as well.
Man,
come on, man.
The 25 and 26-year-olds are tough.
1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Splitting carries.
That's the guy that we're talking about who's splitting carries. Jeff, who's the better running back, Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt?
See, the thing about Kareem Hunt is he did that wild stuff and got kicked out of Kansas City.
Sure.
And he's just trying to stay low-key but do his job. Nick Chubb is a beast night in and night out.
That's right.
And if I got to pick one, I'm going with Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
I understand what Kareem Hunt can bring to the table. And honestly, in a perfect world, if he doesn't have to split carries with Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt's probably fighting for a position on his list.
Yeah.
But Chubb is just he's a different type of ball player, man.
Shout out to DP. I know he's listening. He had Nick Chubb looking like O.J. Simpson in our Mad Men.
Good night.
Jesus Christ, he was a dog. But with that combination of speed, vision, balance, explosiveness, he is a complete back, man. And I think the only thing that slows him down is the running back that's in the same running back room with him and Kareem Hunt, man. Kareem Hunt can start on 20 teams in the NFL right now. Absolutely. For sure. And they just paid both of them. So, yeah, they're squared away. Lock both of those guys up. Nick Chubb, man.
Got to protect that quarterback, man.
Man, that O-line is straight, though.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get as many weapons around that quarterback as you can.
They have so many weapons.
Because, hey, it's no excuse for him.
Nah.
It's showing
improved time.
Yeah, no excuse.
It's showing improved time.
That's why he got to be a top 7.
I think he finishes top 7, but I can't do based off last year.
Sheesh. That's tough, man. All right, who we got at 3? Shit.
We have Alvin Kamara from the New Orleans Saints.
25 years old, man. Shit.
It was a
real
wild stuff
current
going
thing.
on.
Hey,
College
that was
football.
a tough year, boy.
Jesus Christ. Last year was ranked number 7, 932 rushing yards, 756 receiving yards, 10 total tugs. This is the thing. But you guys, if I told you that Alvin Kamara has never rushed for 1,000 yards, would you believe me?
I would, because he does damage out the backfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catches a
'Cause-
lot of passes.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do and they bring in someone like Latavius Murray or Latavius Murray mostly, and someone like that to kind of relieve him a little bit on the carries part of it, because you use him, and they're going to use him even more this year, especially if they go with Taysom or Poe James, because Michael Thomas didn't get surgery at the right time or whatever's going on with that.
Yeah.
So Kamara's going to get used into the ground this year, so get ready for it.
Do you think with Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston, you think it'll affect him as the back that we saw him with Drew Brees?
Yes.
Why you say
Do
that, Cam?
say? Because Drew Brees threw the ball 50 times a game.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, I don't think Taysom nor James, I think the offense changes with either one of them. You have to play more ball control, because you're not going to let James sling it around the same way you let Drew Brees. You trusted Drew Brees to make some of the plays. I think they run the ball a little bit more, and it might help him.
So the 50 time when he throws the ball 40 and 50 times, there was a lot of slants.
No, yeah.
A lot of slants. James can throw a slant.
And that's the thing. Jameis going to throw that bitch down the field. That's what
Yeah.
Drew couldn't do.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what's going to hurt him. James is going to throw the ball down the field.
True. But the thing about it is he's not going to be able to, because Mike is going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks to start the season. And who on earth is their number 2 receiver? Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of usage of
Great question.
Exactly. So it's going to be a lot of usage of Kamara out of the backfield, either catching the ball or screens or lining him up as a slot receiver, getting creative with getting him the ball, because he's going to be the workhorse.
I can get totes. Yeah, I can get totes for sure. Jesus Christ, man. I think that they're setting Jameis Winston up for failure in turn to get somebody like like Aaron Rodgers coming into next year.
I'm telling you.
I think they're going to try to set this kid up for failure and just be like, okay, we'll figure it out. Or maybe try to go get a quarterback in the draft. Something. It's going to be something done. But they're not putting we don't even know who their number 2 receiver is. That's scary.
Very scary.
It's scary. And your number 1 wide receiver is not even playing. It's crazy. Come on, man.
Again, after tripping all that, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, let's move right along to number 2. Who we got it to?
Florida State Seminole.
Mm.
Florida State great.
Oh, come on, man. You putting the gas on it, man.
What?
He's a great.
He's a great.
He good.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. Shit.
Great.
Yeah, no, for sure. 25 years old.
Going on.
Shit. He had 1,500 rushing yards, 16 tugs. Here's the thing, man. 25 years old. Yeah, no, for
That
sure.
was a wild year.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was a wild year. Dalvin Cook has the widest gap between production and recognition. Nobody talks about this kid. And he is cold, always has been.
Yep.
He's supposed to go to Florida, ended up going to Florida State. And I
Great
get
move.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Great
Whatever the case
decision.
may be. Man, it was a bad decision. But in turn,
He won.
Yeah, man, listen. But he ain't get no Jordans.
Oh my
Yeah, come on, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
You got no
on,
Jordans.
man.
You know
What are you
Jordans.
talking
You know
about?
Jordans. Where y'all PEs at?
That's disgusting.
Y'all got
He ain't got
PEs?
no joy.
What y'all got? Y'all got Giannis Antetokounmpo's.
Oh, come on, man. Dog, get out of here.
Y'all got the PG4s.
Stop it, dog. Stop it. Listen, I'm about to
Y'all
react.
got the Command Forces.
I'm about to react. You got to chill
Y'all got
out,
those
man.
trainer shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't won nothing in a long
Man,
time.
Y'all ain't won shit. We done won more than y'all done
We
won.
won sooner than
We won more than y'all won.
We've won like in the last
stop,
5 years.
stop,
We
man.
won in the last
Y'all-
5 years.
Man, this is the thing.
Yeah, when y'all last natty?
Man, 2008.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Just graduated high school.
Yeah,
Damn,
shit,
that's a long
that's
time
bad
ago.
for you then.
Long time
That's
ago,
bad for
boy.
you. You
Yeah,
didn't get to experience greatness.
Long time
I
ago.
got experience of killers.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Literally.
Yeah, nah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Watch
for
what
sure.
Jacksonville do. Watch what Jacksonville
For sure.
do. But with Dalvin Cook's vision and acceleration, man, I think he's the best inside-outside zone runner in the entire league. He's perfect for Minnesota. They just have a shit quarterback. They got to find a way to get rid of him. And the sky's the limit.
They're married to their
They got
quarterback.
my boy Jettis. I love Justin Jefferson. Man, it's just
Thielen.
yeah, Thielen Lee.
They got a good team.
What's left of Thielen Lee? It ain't what it used
Not
to
a
be.
lot.
Old Thing Lee ain't what it used to be.
Old Thing Lee.
He's single coverage all year though. The safety on Justin Jefferson
damn
all
right.
year long.
But that's the thing. He can't go down the field. He can't take the top off the shit. He all slants. You know what I'm saying? So, man, he open though. And then Kirk Cousins overthrown him.
Man,
Sorry, ass quarterback. Non-vaccinated ass.
Man.
But
I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I'm out here.
Man,
But get vaccinated.
Man, I punch him in
Come
his
on,
nose,
bro.
dog.
What are you
Straight
doing?
up. Man, get your ass vaccinated. And who do we have at numero uno, Cam?
Well, we are in Nashville, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, home of the Titans, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, King Henry, man, 27 years old. Last year was ranked number 2. This guy simply has it all at the running back position, and he is the face of the Tennessee Titans for sure, man. As we enter the new season, I don't think there's a running back in the league who has more pressure to maintain winning at that position than Derrick Henry. Like, the team
needs him.
He's the most important person on the entire team.
I think this is the year, though, because you think about those backs who've had 2,000. That following year, after taking that punishment of getting 2,000 yards, they take a step back.
But he dude. We said that when he won the rushing title the first year, and he came back and got 2,000 on our ass.
They not the backs we talking about that usually do that ain't Derrick Henry size.
No, that's all 100% true. What I mean by step back, I'm not saying this. He's not going to be on this top 7 list. Okay. I'm not saying he's going to be like, man, what happened to Derrick Henry? No. I'm just saying we're not going to. It wouldn't be fair to expect 2,000 yards from him again.
What you got from Derrick Henry this year?
12. They drafted a back. They also drafted a back, and then let's be honest, you don't bring Julio in to not have another 700 to 800 yard receiver on one side and 1,000 yard receiver on the other side. You just pray that Tannehill can do that.
That's the thing. He can't make the throws.
Oh man,
he can't make those throws. That's not Matt Ryan throwing him the ball, dog.
I understand.
It's Ryan Tannehill.
There are some people
Julio was open.
There are some people who would say Ryan Tannehill should have been on our list.
And there's some people who are high.
And they're Tennessee Titans fans.
Well, yeah. No, but nobody outside of that.
Yeah, not for sure. That's what I'm saying.
They don't count.
Like, yeah, we got Julio, but this is the same dude that had Corey Davis, that had Adam Humphries, that had A.J. Brown, and he could not, Jonnu Smith, and he could not throw those guys open. So, in turn, they put the damn ball in Derrick Henry's hands, and he only had 500 passing yards the entire playoffs. 500 in 4 games, 3 games? Like, come on, man. He's a bum. Playing tight end. He's a tight end. He played tight end.
Let's go through the list, Jay.
Yeah. Number 1 on this list is Derrick Henry. Number 2 is Dalvin Cook. Number 3 is Alvin Kamara. Number 4 is Nick Chubb. Number 5 is Aaron Jones. Number 6 is Christian McCaffrey. And number 7 is Saquon Barkley. Who leaves this list, Jeff, and who is on the list next year?
I think Aaron Jones leaves this list and Zeke returns.
What you got, Cam?
I think Nick Chubb leaves the list. And I think it's same thing. Zeke returns.
Sure. I have Derrick Henry leaving the list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, man.
Derrick Henry leaving the list, for sure. Because they're going to have to throw the ball to Tannehill, and then Tannehill can't throw the damn ball. They're going to put 10 in the box. He's going to have 1,100 yards. It ain't going to look the same. He's going to have the same numbers as Josh Jacobs. And I think I'm telling you, watch. You're going to be like, damn, he said all that shit. And that shit really happened. And Jonathan Taylor will be on the list, for sure. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Jeff, we talk about it all the time. You cannot run a back like that.
Yeah.
You cannot do it. He's going to break down, and then the quarterback going to have to throw the damn ball, and he cannot throw the ball. Telling you. They need to get me out there. You know what I'm saying? The boy need to get me. I can put that 2 on. You feel me?
Boy,
yes, sir.
Shit, we can go get 2.
Yeah,
Get
put that 2. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Go get my boy. I told you, man, get Johnny open up Karma. Shit,
Johnny
be right in
down
the
there.
city.
Johnny
The
is
city
in
be
Nashville
back
right
up.
now.
Man, I promise you.
He got a natural light in his left hand.
Come on,
And
man.
a spliff in the right.
Come on, man.
man.
Listen, Johnny is ready to party, man.
Yes,
Open
sir.
up Karma for the boy. I
Yeah,
swear, man.
no,
Reset the city back to how it was.
Calm and nice.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
we need that. The Titans was winning then. Nobody talk about it.
Were they winning or they was winning. Now they won last year.
No, they was winning. No, we ain't talking about them winning. We talking about the wins. The city winning.
Oh, the
city winning.
Titans out.
Yeah, they was out.
They was out.
They was out.
Different run for the Titans.
Yeah. City
Different
loved
time for
the
the
Titans.
city.
Yeah, they loved them.
Man, for sure.
They was out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Big wins.
Yeah, a lot of wins for
Man, come
sure.
on.
Yeah, people was winning. So crazy.
Edit that out.
And we got to edit that.
Flag that.
Oh man, no, for sure. That's another episode, man. Woo! Yes, Lord. Next week we have the wide receivers and tight ends coming in for sure. Another knockdown, drag out. Tight end, it's gonna be tough for that tight end position. And they all came to Nashville. Tight end you down here. But yeah, don't forget to go to manscaped.com. Use code FSP20. Get 20% off your entire order and free shipping. They ship that thing to you for the free ski. Anything else, fellas, before we get out of here?
It's time to go. Yeah, well,
It's time to take it up, man. You gonna repeat? Let's go.
I'm just saying.
Let's wrap it
I'm
up.
just saying, man. Jesus Christ. What you mean? Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Jeff.
Camera's always on.
Yeah.
The camera's always on,
The
man.
camera is always on. And so are the lawyers. The lawyers always on.
always
Yeah, for
on.
sure. The Revolution will be podcasting. We are out.
The Full Sport Press Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasting.